Orbital flight engaged.
Dynamics, Charlie, Oscar, X-ray, heavy. Automated flight control protocol initiated. Please submit a request prior to landing.
And I just realized my mic wasn't plugged in. And I've been talking to myself this whole time because my mic wasn't plugged in. Do a little auto dock. I like to auto dock most of the time, especially on bigger ships. I mean, it just, not necessarily that it takes less time, but it's definitely makes the game a little bit easier. And then sometimes I like to do a little camera while I auto dock.
Landing gear deployed.
And I'm doing this in my Corvette. Not the greatest ship to do this in, just because the Corvette is a combat class ship, so its jump range is pretty bad. But
Greetings, Commander.
I'm just kind of taking it easy and enjoying flying around the Corvette. You can get anywhere eventually with a good fuel scoop. So, and I'm just gonna drop this the brandy off. There you go. Have 24. You're welcome. And now we have to take off again and go get more.
Ship released. Departure authorized.
But yeah, really just taking it easy today, relaxing at home, doing a couple of these, doing some engineers, then I'll probably go make some money, and then maybe go do some missions with the wings.
Fuel scooping complete.
Some wing missions. And this is where we're gonna get more of the brandy for this, for Dee Dee. Dee Dee likes her brandy. That's a lot of brandy. 50 units of brandy? Whew. I mean, and every single player, every single commander in the galaxy is bringing her brandy? Where does she store it all is my question. But yeah, so all that Super Cruise Assist is going. Still got quite a bit of engineers to unlock. There's a few things I still need on here. Trying to think. There's one in particular I need pretty badly. But I'm so tired right now. I don't know. But just gonna keep unlocking them a little bit at a time. Oh, we do got some people online. Let's say hello. Yeah, I think it was Commander Exegius released a video recently of Space Legs. Or no, it was who was it? It was one of the big YouTubers for this game. Oh, Obsidian Ant. Yeah, Obsidian Ant just released a video speculating on Space Legs. Frontier Developments, the developer for this game, is releasing another expansion, paid expansion like Horizons, later this year, and they say it's going to be their biggest content update ever. And that's interesting because, you know, I've been playing this game for a long time. I used to play it on PC. I played it on an old Dell XPS for a while. And then when it came out on PlayStation, for me it was a no-brainer to get it on PlayStation because I just prefer to play console games. So I stopped playing it on PC and then had to start fresh on PlayStation. But I've been playing this game since before Horizons was out. And so if you've started the game in recent years, then a lot of the content from Horizons may not seem like a big deal. But prior to Horizons, you couldn't even get close to a planet. It would kind of be like trying to fly to an Earth-like planet where it just drops you at a Super Cruise and then you have to go back into Super Cruise. And all the rocky planets you can land on, and that they have bases and they have different things going on. And that's a pretty big update for a game that didn't have that already. So for the devs to say that this year's paid expansion is the biggest yet, I think it's fair speculation for people to think that it's going to be Space Legs. I mean, the two biggest things that people want right now, more so than Space Legs, is atmospheric planets. To be able to go into Earth-like planets with atmospheres. So, obviously the devs know that. So that would be a huge, huge thing. And then, secondly, is the Space Legs, the ability to get up out of your chair and walk around in the game. And the devs know that as well. And so that would be huge. Either one of those things, I think, is very plausible to happen. Getting both in the same expansion, I think, is... I don't think it's realistic. But, I don't know, we'll have to see. I'm excited to see what happens with this game. I've always really liked this game just because, to me, there's nothing else really like this game. There's other space games, and obviously, probably the closest thing would be Star Citizen. But, you know, Star Citizen isn't a full, proper game yet. But other than that, there's nothing that really comes close to the type of space simulator that this game is. Just the realism of the game, the physics and everything, and the customization and how much you actually are in control of your ship, and the customization, and you know, this really does feel like a space simulator for the most part. Obviously, still science fiction, but so I've been playing this game for years and years and years, and I love it. It's never been my main game, but it's a game that I'll play on the side, like other games. But it is a very specific type of game that, you know, you'd have to be interested in, like, real space type of physics, which a lot of the space physics has kind of been, I guess, not nerfed, but there's a lot of assisting mechanics now that didn't used to be in the game. Like, for example, auto docking. So, like, coming in and out of the dock, landing your ship. Landing your ship when this game first came out, oh gosh. It was like one of the worst things ever. A lot of people struggled with it. I mean, I struggled with it, but, you know, now you have a docking computer, it'll dock and launch the ship for you, so that's nice. It's also got flight assist, which, if you want to be competitive in the game, you do have to learn how to
Flight assist off.
toggle flight assist on and off. And so when you turn the flight assist off, that's where the proper physics come into play. So right now my flight assist is off. I'm just drifting into space. Now the only thing that I have an issue with in this game, which it's still a video game, so they have to balance it out, is the boosters. So like when you boost with the flight assist off, you should technically remain at that speed, 316 meters per second, but you don't, because that's your boost speed, so you're gonna decelerate down to your normal speed. But if the physics were legit, then you would just continue to drift at 316 meters per second. But other than that, that's the main issue I have. But if they just allowed you to do that, then you could just continually boost forever and keep increasing your speed. And so, since it is a game, then they do have to limit that. And I'm sure they have an explanation of why that's the way it is. But yeah, a lot of the one engineer I focused on a lot was Felicity Farseer, just because she does have the, you can do grade 5 frame shift with her, and that's in Decate. And so I focused a lot on getting a lot of my ships. I spent a lot of time upgrading FSDs on a lot of ships. Almost all of my ships have upgraded FSDs. A good, I don't know about a majority, but a good number of them have maxed out FSDs. Like this one definitely has a maxed out FSD. My Anaconda, my Cutter, they all have maxed out FSDs. My exploratory ship, my Diamondback, has a maxed out FSD. And then some of the other ones, you know, I'm still working on, because some of those, the grade 4 and grade 5 materials are a little tricky to get sometimes. Especially Arsenic. Arsenic's a big one for FSDs, and so when you're upgrading a bunch of different ships to grade 5 FSDs, Arsenic usually gets in the way, and it's like the most you can find on a planet of arsenic is 2.5% of the materials. So it's like, you know, if you break that down, like let's say you hit 10 rocks. Hang on, let's break this down of how, let's do the math on this. This will be fun. So 2.5%, let's say that you have an equal shot at getting it to every other material. Let's say that one planetary node, when you're on a planet in your SRV, let's say one node gives you 5 materials per node. And just to keep the math kind of simple, we won't consider like there's different types of rocks like rocky outcrops, mesonite, and stuff like that. We'll just say they're all equal. So out of one node, you have a 2.5% chance, and I'm going to overshoot this. No, I'm not. 2.5. Yes, I am. 2.5% chance. And so that means that out of 10 nodes, you would have 50. So you would get 1 arsenic out of 10 nodes, because in 10 nodes you would get 50 materials, and 2% of 50 is 1, and 2.5%. So yeah, about 1 arsenic per 10 nodes. So arsenic is a little tricky. Well, actually, one collected arsenic, because you get like 3 materials out of. If you collect like 1 arsenic, you get three out of it. So I guess it'd be, you would get 3, but it would be 1 actual particle dropping out of the rock. So we're gonna have to drop this load off, and then we have to go back and get 2 more, I believe, because it's only allowing us to get 24 for DD. So no big deal though. It's all part of the game.
Charlie, Oscar,
If you plan on playing this game, you gotta plan on flying back and forth places a lot.
Please submit a request prior to landing.
And I'm just taking it easy, honestly. I'm not overexerting myself. I'll let the computer do its thing, and just trying to have a relaxing Saturday. This is the lazy method, but you can always do things faster. But a lot of times when I'm auto docking, I like to go into the camera to look at the ship.
Landing gear deployed.
Pretty cool. But yeah, if you joined recently, the reason I'm doing this in my Corvette is, I don't know, I just felt like flying it around today. Normally I would do this in something that has better jump range, but I was like, you know what, I'll just go in my Corvette. Plus I was trying to, as I was doing this, trying to grab upgrades while unlocking. So I already had it unlocked, but I flew my Corvette out to get my hull upgraded recently. And so I was like, I already got the Corvette out. Whoops. Go ahead and... So now I owe 2 more. We got to do 1 more run. Back to... what's it called? Hang on. Back to Lave. Lave is where you get the Levanian brandy for DD, the engineer DD. So that's who I'm unlocking right now, is DD. And who did I go to earlier? We went and got our... Here, yeah, I went to Celine earlier, got my main hull to grade 5, and then I got my reinforcements to grade 4. So that's cool. Now I'm working on DD, gotta fly back and forth from Lave to bring her brandy. Man, this planet's rotated quite a bit since we got here last time.
Automated flight control protocol now online. Thank you, Commander.
But yeah, that's why I'm in the Corvette. Just chilling. Whatever. We'll fly it around. Maybe I'll go to a nav beacon and kill some baddies just to take a break from this. Matter of fact, you know, let's do that real quick. Let's go kill some baddies. I don't think I have any engineering on my weapons right now. Now this Corvette is by no stretch perfect for any sort of aspect of the game. It's kind of just like a generic PvE build, but not fully, you know, like I have a Guardian FSD in it. I have other things for comfort than combat, but I can still pretty well. I mean, I have taken out elite targets with engineered, not players, but PvE. I've taken out elite targets with engineered modules, and they're in a wing. With this Corvette, I mean, I've gotten the crap kicked out of me, but I've still made it out without losing the Corvette. So even without all the upgrades, I'm still able to take on those types of targets. But that was actually before my whole upgrade. Last time, I think I was down to like 30% hull, but I was also assassinating a politician, so I had a bunch of security forces on me as well. So let's back this up, go into weapons. Let's see what we got. Start scanning, folks. And I'm not familiar with this system at all. This is the first time I've been to this system to unlock this engineer. Which I'm sure a lot of people, probably the first time they've been to the system is to unlock the engineer. Wait, why is my heat sink deactivated? Hang on a second. That's not good. Good thing I noticed that. Okay. Did we find anyone yet? Let's try this Viper. Ooh, a novice. I always like finding the wanted targets that are like super weak and they just like die instantly. It's always funny. But then you like find a vulture that's got an elite rank with engineered modules and they kick the crap out of you. Oh, someone just jumped in. Yeah, ooh, in a wing, perfect. I don't have a crew member, so I'm not going to launch my fighter, but this should be pretty easy.
Target shields offline.
And you're over here. Another thing I like to do is, let's see if his wingmate attacks me. Not yet. Another thing I like to do is bring some, I don't have any limpids, but sometimes I'll go through, and since I don't know every single type of component... Oh, am I under attack? I am. Hang on, let's kill this guy real quick. I'll sometimes look to see how many of those components I have. And then I'll usually just craft some limpets and collect. So I do have a collector on this Corvette. Obviously, if you're building like a PvP Corvette, you're not going to have a collector on it. But like I said, I kind of just like to have like comfort modules, I guess you would call it. But yeah, I don't have any limpets, so I'll just craft some real quick. And collect some of the stuff that these guys dropped. Just make sure, if you're not too adept at doing this, I would say just make sure you aren't picking up illegal things.
Programming limpet drone.
And of course, after it deploys, open your cargo scoop.
Scan detected. Programming limpet drone.
I guess we should see. I don't think there was anything illegal. Do you guys see anything illegal on there? I don't see anything illegal. But we'll pick the, yeah, chemical processors is a good one. You get a lot of these, I believe, at Dav's Hope, which is a huge farming area. If you're not familiar with that, definitely, if you play this game and you haven't been to Dav's Hope, definitely check out a video. Spend a few hours there just farming materials in solo play. And if you have questions about that, please feel free to ask. But yeah, you can get a lot of low-grade engineering materials out there. Ah, crap. Unlock, unlock. Because that means that limpet won't be doing anything if I'm locked onto something out of range. There we go.
Programming limpet drone.
We'll pick up all the stuff around us. Woo. Look at those big boys right there. Look at those big old guns. Them things are huge. Them puppies are... Those things hit. Those bad boys smack. Let's see what we got on the bottom. I think we have a big old laser on the bottom. If we can get down here. Oh. Are these my limpets just sitting there?
Scan detected.
Where's the laser at? Oh, there's a big old laser right there. A big old laser! Hang on, let me get on the other side so that we don't have the sun blinding us. It's a big laser right there. I guess my limpets aren't doing anything, so let's... Okay, this is from the other ship, I think. Let's fly over here. Oh, and if you're just joining, I'm in the system to go get the stuff for the engineer, but I decided to just jump to a nav beacon real quick and blow some stuff up. And after I get some of these materials, then we'll hop over to the system to get the goodies. Which collector do I have on? Hang on a second. Collector, controller, a 5A, so these should have a good range on them. Whoops. Hang on. Whoopsie. Okay, yeah, there they go. They're
Is it
bringing me
just a
goodies.
shift-based game? Or can you get out and move around?
I heard a question. Let me wait for it to pop up in YouTube and then I'll answer it. Oh, hey, what's up, man? Hey, look who it is. Second Life Gaming. No, you cannot get out of your ship. So this game's been out for, I believe, 6 years. I think it came out either 2014 or 2015. You cannot get out of your ship. It's space and planetary based. Now you have a character. Hang on, let me show you. Everyone has a character, right? And you can have a fleet of ships. You can also land on planets and drive around in an SRV to do missions, but you cannot physically walk outside of your ship as a player. You can have fighters on your bigger ships that have fighter bays. You can have NPCs control them. You can control them, or you can have other players join you in your crew, and your crew can either fly your ship or you can fly the fighter. But right now I'm in the fighter. Obviously, all the fighter is it's a fighter. It's got no other functions. So these things are like hella fast. Let me see. Hang on. Oh, there we go. Oh, pretty cool. And there's different types of fighters, but yeah, this and the SRVs, which are the small vehicles. Wheel-based vehicles, those are the only two things that can really allow you to get out of your ship. But these are a lot of fun, and they're great for... They're super fast and super maneuverable because they're tiny, but they're great for either distracting or like having beam weapons to help take a shield down. But yeah, these are super duper fun. Oh, what do we got here? Ooh, he's a master. Oh, I need to... Hang on, let me dock in my ship real quick. Quest dock. take that guy out. What's going down when I want to go? But yeah, so Space Legs is what they call being able to get your ship. It's the current speculation of the upcoming paid expansion that'll be coming out this year. Oh god. Okay, there we go. Woo! Woo! Alright, let's kill this guy real quick. I think it's, yeah, an Asp Scout.
Going to have to check it out. Never even heard of it till you started posting on it.
Oh yeah, it's definitely a very specific type of game in regards to the audience. Oh no! Hang on, let's go over here. Looks like the cops are shooting at someone. Oh, they're shooting at this guy. Let me switch to lasers. He popped a chafe, so we have to wait until that goes away for our lasers lock back on. But no, this game is a lot of fun. There's a lot to do. There's definitely a learning curve in this game. And so I think that's one of the biggest things for newer players. We're gonna still shoot. We'll hit him a little bit. Oh, he's getting away. Oh, I'm not gonna catch him. Putting all pips and engines. Oh, we're getting some hits. He's gone. He's out of here. You're done, buddy. Oh no! Man, he's got a lot of chafes. Oh, got him. Even with chafes, you can still, when you have gimbaled weapons, you can still hit them sometimes. Alright. I'm not going to waste any more time playing around over here. Just going to check real quick. See if there's anything I absolutely have to have. Alright.
Frameshift drive charging. Ready to engage. 4, 3.
I'm gonna head to the station, go get some more brandy to unlock this engineer. But yeah, one of the things I like about this game is the scale. There's a massive scale. So this game is mapped to our galaxy. I've heard that every place in this game is a real place in our galaxy. I don't know if that's true. I haven't done a lot of research into it, but like the star, I know just from going to college that the stars immediately around our solar, because you can go to our solar system. The stars around our solar system are correct. And as far as you can go to our solar system and visit our different planets, and you know, obviously it's a really robust solar system and actually really great for PvP. If you're looking for PvP, just go to the Sol solar system. There's people just sitting there waiting to grief people. But if you're new to the game, let it be a warning. If you're in open play and you go to Sol, prepare to be griefed. Prepare to be griefed.
Core Dynamics Charlie, Oscar X-ray. We look forward to receiving you at the station, Commander. Please monitor the procedural events to your visit. Access granted. Set down on landing pad 090. You are clear for...
And so this ship in particular is the creme de la creme of combat vessels. This is the Federal Corvette.
Scan detected.
Now, even once you buy the Corvette, you still have to invest close to $1 billion just to get it fully beefed up to be able to do like proper endgame PvE or PvP. So you can't just buy the Corvette and then expect to be able to just like wreck things. You actually have to invest more into it, get the proper weapons and modules and everything.
Landing gear deployed.
And I like to do this camera a lot.
Landing successful. Clear to disembark.
Where's my L3 button? L1, L2. There goes my camera. Buying more brandy. That's what we're here for. This is the only place you can buy it. It's a special commodity for this to unlock this engineer DD. We need 2 more. I wonder if it's going to let us buy 21 or 2. Oh, 24. It's going to let us buy 24. We only need 2 though, so just going to buy 2. And I have a cargo hold on this ship. And again, if you're trying to do a true combat Corvette build, you're not going to have a cargo hold. You're not going to have Olympic collectors. You're not going to have a Guardian FSD booster. But, you know, this is not... I don't pretend to parade this Corvette around like it's, you know, the best Corvette in the game. I just enjoy having it. I don't, you know, it does everything I need it to do for PvE. As far as PvP, that's a different story, but I just like it. One day we'll do something. You know, most people have multiple Corvettes. They'll have a PvP Corvette, a PvE Corvette, but I'm not to the point to where I want to invest the time and money to have multiple properly built Corvettes. So especially because I have so many expensive ships right now. I have this Corvette, obviously. I have a pretty decked out cutter that I'm currently using actually to run. I'm using it to run the
Have a safe trip, Commander.
supply missions, the wing supply missions, to where you have to deliver like 5,000 units of supplies. And so I have like almost 1,000 units of space on that cutter, Imperial cutter. And so that's what I'm using it for right now. It's super fast for its size, super fun to fly around in. Can't turn for anything, but that's what I'm using the cutter for. The Anaconda is just like a generic exploration combat, PvE combat thing. And then, you know, I have a gunship, I have a Mamba, I have, what else do I have that's... I'm trying to think. Those are the 2 that I've invested a lot of money in. I have a Diamondback Explorer that has like a 55 light year jump range, but it's not... Even with that, it's not really that expensive of a vessel. It wasn't that expensive to get it to that jump range. What else? What else do I have that would be really expensive? Obviously the big 3. The gunship was a lot to deck out. The Mamba was a lot to deck out, which people don't typically use the Mamba because it's not very maneuverable, but I just like it because it's cool looking. And it's super fast. It flies at over 500 meters per second. So what I like to do with it is I like to bait people into interdicting me in it, like players that are camping a system, and then I'll basically no! I'll pop a heat sink and then boost out beyond their range and then just jump out of the system. Pop a few heat sinks, but yeah, there's no other ship that's going to be able to keep up with that 500. That's like out players that are interdicting people and destroying them. They're not going to have ships that are going to be able to catch up to that 500 meters per second. So all you have to do is be able to take a few hits. Heat sinks help. That's what I use to get them off my back. And then once you get out of their immediate range, then there's not much they can do. Even like the most decked out ships. As long as they don't hit like a critical module or get a good hit on you before you get away, then you're good to go. Can't tell which planet I'm going to here. I think it's the small one. Yeah, it's the small one.
Orbital flight engaged.
Oh, coming in too hot. Okay, we're good. We're good now. So this is Dee Dee's base. We're gonna go drop off the 2 things of brandy, and then we'll be able to use her engineering services. Let's see. The most recent ship I bought was a. So I wanted to buy one of the Alliance ships just because they're really. I love how they have like the 4 engines out on wings, and I just think they're really cool, and I like how the back engines move when you go to land on those ships. So I bought the Crusader because it's like the in-between ship, but I like that it has all 4 of the engines instead of just the 2 big engines and wings on the front. So I bought that. I haven't really decked it out yet. It's fine for PvE. Like, I don't really have trouble with it for PvE. But I did get. I was going to Felicity to engineer it, and I wasn't really paying attention. I was in open, and trust me, I've gotten freaking ganked in. This is taking forever. I've gotten ganked in Decate before, many times actually. But this guy was camping right outside of Felicity's base and got me while I was he hit me first when I was auto docking into Felicity's base. And so I was like, oh crap. So it canceled my auto dock. And so I wasn't paying attention, so I didn't see where my landing pad was. And I knew I wasn't going to be able to fight him, so I was trying to fly close to the base so that he would maybe hit the base or something. But he ended up catching me and destroyed me. But luckily, I only had like a 3 million buyback for that ship because it was still kind of fresh. So I hadn't had too much invested in it, but yeah, I was like, oh man, caught me off guard with that. I think they were in a Fer-de-Lance. So yeah, here's the last 2 brandy that we needed to donate to unlock. And now we have them unlocked. Oh, they only have grade 3 shield generators. What do I have right now? Oh, I don't have grade 2 access. Enhanced low power shields. Why do I have that? Hang on a sec. I need to change these. I'm going to change them to reinforced shields. Plus, we need to level her up anyway, so... I guess I engineered this at one of the other engineers, and... It was probably before I put the FSD booster in here, and so I probably only had like a 10 light year range, jump range. And so I'm assuming I was doing something to increase my jump range. Like that, stripped down. Alright, I'm not going to do that yet. Let's see what it costs. Ooh, conductive components. We're not going to have enough to upgrade this. Nope, we're not going to have enough. We'll go ahead and dump everything in here. Oh, I guess I got to farm some of the conductive components. Not really sure where to get those, so... Yeah, completely out of arsenic. Like I mentioned earlier, arsenic is a doozy. Alright, well, let's see if we can do the... What mod do we want to do? Fast charge. I do have the hull upgrade, so... Force block. And large projectile nodes increase resistance to kinetic at the cost of... Kinetic... I've seen people use force block a lot. Increase power draw. Wait, what is my power draw right now? Where's my power draw at? It's here somewhere. There it is. Okay. I'm at 83% right now. I don't know if I want to pull... Wait, I think my power plant is fully upgraded too. Did I pass? Oh no, there it is. I'm pretty sure it's fully upgraded. Oh no, it's 3, level 3. So I guess I would have more room to upgrade that. I guess this one's power draw to increase my resistances. I don't know which one I want, guys. Do I want fast charge, force block, or multi-weave? I guess, you know, I think I'm going to go for fast charge, unless anyone has an objection. I'm just going to go for fast charge. YOLO. Alright. Now I need conductive components. Conductive components. Go to an anarchy system. Low security. Go to a nav beacon, find haulers. So I guess killing haulers gives these. So I need to go to an anarchy system with low security. Am I going to do that right now is the question. I don't know. Let's go back in here. Shield boosters. Blast resistant. Heavy duty. Heavy duty. Ooh. They're going to increase my mass and my power draw, but... all these are going to increase power draw. Well, let's do heavy duty. That's a good boost. Oh, I've only got one grid thing. Grid resistor. Oh, it's not going to do it. I don't know what I want, so I'm not going to do anything. I am out of, whoops. I'm out of stuff. Well, hang on. I guess I could, do some of these other ones. Power draw and integrity. YOLO, let's do it. Need to beef this shield up. Man, it's really, and we're at a conductive... I guess I gotta go do these conductive components. But that's gonna be another video, because I need to take a break. Appreciate you guys hanging out with me. If you have any questions about Elite, please ask. It is a very specific audience type of game, Space Simulator. Appreciate you guys watching, and until next time.